This is my friend, Steven Himmelstein, and he's going to play some Brazilian music for you today. So, why don't you tell me about the story of you and Brazil?
Well, luckily I have two cousins that married Brazilians, and I got to go to one of the weddings, which was in Rio. It was 2 weeks after I graduated from college, so I decided to use the graduation money wisely and stay in Brazil for 3 months. 3 months turned into 4 months. And I got to check out all the different styles of music and fell in love with the culture, the life, the food, the music. It's a beautiful experience.
Great, so I know Steven, and we know the story, and so what I decided to do was try to cook some Brazilian food today. And I went online and I found this Dande oil, which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's a Brazilian tropical oil, and tropical oils are good for you, so please don't shy away from them or be fearful of them. And then when I was online, I also found this wonderful salt. Look at this, it's like almost like sand, it looks like. It's salt with like a little pressed garlic and some other seasoning. And I normally don't use composites of seasonings, but this one's really good, so I'm going to try it in the recipe.
Why not?
And I'm going to cook moqueca, which I also got on the internet, and it is using a recipe. I'm going to alter it a little, as I usually do. It's a very quick recipe, and let's see how well I do. Why don't you set up with your band, and I'll cook, and then you can play for us. Thanks, Steve. So I'm going to cook some rice and beans with my moqueca, and I'm slicing up some garlic because I read that the traditional way of doing rice is actually sautéing garlic and olive oil first with your rice. Okay, so I'm going to start with the rice and beans, and I'll do those together, and our oil. And what I've also done here is, what I'd like to put into the beans is red roasted peppers. What I did is I rubbed the peppers, with olive oil, and I put them in the toaster oven for 15 minutes. Then they blacken, and you peel the skin, and this is what you have. So I'm going to add those to the beans after they're cooked. Okay, so we're going to start with the rice and beans, and we're going to use our Dande oil, a little bit in each. And we're going to saute some garlic in each of them. So just garlic slices, like you always see me use, garlic slices, until it heats up. Oh, I hear a little bit of a sizzle. I like to heat the oil and garlic together because it actually causes an infusion. And the caramelized flavor of the garlic gets right into the oil. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to use canned beans that I've drained the sauce out of. You can use dried beans as well, but you have to soak them for a really long time. So canned beans have a little bit more sodium in them, but it's also immediate gratification. And having cans of beans in the house is a great way to add some fillers, like to a salad or soup or any other dishes, or just eating them alone as a side dish or as a main dish. You can also puree them and make hummus with them. Okay, I'm gonna add the beans to this one. That's a little sizzle, that's nice. Oh, it smells so good, this oil. It's very different. A little nutty. Just gonna cover that and let it all blend together. And I'm gonna put our rice in here. Now I'm just putting enough for 2 servings. That's all it is. And saute the rice a little bit first in the oil, and then we'll add the water and cover it to cook. I'm going to add some of this delicious salt. Oh, let me taste it again. It's like, I don't like, with picante and everything. Oh, it's very good. All right, this is going to be great. Okay, I'll add some water and cover. Now remember what we said about rice? A little bit over the rice. That's it, that's perfect. That's gonna be great. Good, now we're gonna get started on our other dish. So we're gonna use some of our Dande oil. Very nice. And we're going to saute some onions in it. Okay, we're gonna throw in our onions. Yeah, good. that is really nice. I love the color of this oil. It's like an orange. It's really going to make this dish look really lovely. Now we used actually a half of a large onion. And it's pretty much filling. This is a small pan. This is not a large frying pan. It's about a 9-inch. Yeah, a 9-inch. And that's going to cook down. I'm just going to cover it. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that we're going to use. One is shrimp. And shrimp is always frozen, so buy it frozen. If you think you're buying fresh shrimp in the supermarket, it's actually defrosted already. What I did was I bought a big 2-pound bag that reseals, and that way you get a better price. And then you take out individual, because they're always individually flash frozen. You take them out individually, put them in warm water for just a few minutes, like maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and take them out, and your shrimp is ready to cook. We're also going to be using that beautiful salt that I got from Brazil. And I just went online, and there's a grocery that has all sorts of South American foods. We're going to be putting some chopped cilantro in it and chopped tomatoes. What I used was 4 of the small Camarao tomatoes. And then we're going to use some coconut milk, also available in the international section of any grocery. This happens to be from Thailand. A lot of Thai cooking has coconut, as well as Brazilian food. How's the onions doing? Oh, this looks marvelous. This is just beautiful. So this has been about 3 minutes, and they've cooked down enough. We're going to add some of the rest of the ingredients. Some crushed garlic. Whoa, this is going to be something. And we're going to add our shrimp. And that's going to cook down also for a few minutes. This is so much fun cooking a dish from a different country. And I chose this dish because I knew Steve spent all that time in Brazil, and lo and behold, it's one of the most popular dishes. So, isn't that nice? Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, the garlic is cooking, everything smells delicious. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. And lemon juice. Just gonna squeeze a little lemon juice on it. And our tomatoes, our cilantro, a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm going to do a couple of pinches. And then our coconut milk. Now I'm going to add about half of this can. Wow, this looks beautiful. This is going to be a great color. And of course, we cannot forget fresh ground pepper. We're going to cover, and we're going to cook this for about 15 minutes on a medium heat. And then we'll see what we have. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. It's been cooking for about 10-15 minutes. You want to mix it around because it's coconut milk, so you don't want to burn it. We're going to go over and plate our dish. While that cools down, I'm going to take some red peppers, and these were roasted in the oven. I just cut the pepper in half, rubbed it with olive oil generously, put it in the toaster oven for 15 minutes, and when the skin blackens, you take it out, you let it sit until it cools, and then you can peel it. And I'm just going to slice some pieces and put it on our beans. Now the beans and the rice were both cooked with this oil and the garlic. The beans are fairly dry, which is the way we wanted them. We don't want them soupy or saucy because we have enough soup and sauce in our dish. Okay, and we'll blend that through. Now, here is Moqueca. Let's taste this. It's coconut milk, shrimp, and I was told that you plate it in a bowl, but I want to taste it. Oh, this looks so beautiful. The smells are so nice, the coconut milk and the shrimp. Oh, look at that. And you eat it with the rice. I'm just gonna taste it. Oh, that is delicious. This is wonderful. You can try this. It only took us a few minutes. Easy ingredients. You can get these on the internet, online, find it, or write to me. Any ingredients that you want, any information you want, write to me on my website and I'll help you out. Enjoy your food.